Hi everyone, some gamer dude here. How is everyone? What's up? This video is the second half of the update video concerning this channel and myself. It's now been over a month since I last made a video. The Amazonas video went up on my birthday actually. I've always liked muscle mamas since Magician's Force came out way back when, and when I noticed that the date was really close, so I thought I would just do it. Then nothing, didn't want to do anything. Not interested, heart not in it. My smile and optimism gone. You might have noticed a radical shift in content for those last 3 videos I made too, going to a top 10 format from my usual opinion pieces. There was a good reason for this, but let me back up first. Back to September 2022. As you may know, some characters in Hyperdukin are based on my pets, namely Lucy, Louise, Snowy and Sparky. Around the time the Kickstarter ended last year, shortly before it ended actually, we lost Lucy. Lucy had heart issues for a long time. We knew nothing could be done, her vet had said as much, and she was 15. Eventually she couldn't carry oxygen properly, had episodes where she went limp for a period of time, and her body had to decide whether she would breathe or eat. It was right to stop her suffering, and she was suffering. Making it to 15 with her condition was a miracle. Some 9 months on, home still feels so hollow without her. Larger than life, center of everything. Funny. Very loving and compassionate, but easily influenced. Miss just everything about her. Lucy had a pretty hard beginning. She fell ill around 1 year old and needed surgery. This is a whole story in itself, but I think going through that cements the bond, you know. So we still have Sparky, Snoopy and Jackie. Sparky and I have always been very close. He was very close to Lucy too, and a pivotal part of Jackie's upbringing, Jackie being the baby. Bit hard on Snoopy, kept him in line, but he loved him and cared about him. Very strong, smart and mature, but also funny and charming. Couldn't speak more highly of him. Where Lulu, Jack and Snoop could be a bit of a handful when you took them out, Sparky was always on best behavior. Someone you were proud to be with. In March, I was out with him, nothing out of the ordinary, then he fainted. Turns out he's become anemic and is rushed to the vet. From there we find out he has spleen cancer. He has surgery, came through well. I saw his spleen, it was large and had many nodes, but the cancer didn't seem to have spread from what scans showed. He needs a transfusion, okay. He needed another transfusion because he went down again. Okay. Spends his 12th birthday in the clinic. Visiting him day and night every day to keep his spirits up, bring him cooked food and whatnot, soft toys to sleep with, etc. He got the all clear to come home, so we brought him home. All seems okay to start with. Vet got him a little present for his checkup. He seemed to like it a lot. Then Sparky takes another downturn. We take him to hospital, they don't believe us on anything he's had done despite ultrasounds, prescription medication and a surgery scar, want to start from square one. I'd already spent thousands of dollars on his care, I couldn't take that financially. Not from square one. So they basically hand him back to me as if he was garbage, covered in pee, had to ask for his blanket back, and we go home. I was told at the hospital Sparky would die that night, he survives. I got him to his vet the next day, she puts him back on 4. Try to get him to stabilize, but it turns out the medicine he was on was just giving him the negative side effects. They weren't helping him at all. His body could cope with the surgery, he wanted to get better, but he couldn't cope with the treatment. Sparky was a very small dog, about 5.5 kilograms. After about $18,000 all up, because this happened during Easter holiday season, several weeks of back and forth and a lot of emotional drain, I have his own. Had to make a hard decision, like Lucy. Within 8 months, I lost both of them. That's why I made those top 10s. The financial drain was getting too much. I figured if I forced the channel up to 1,000 subs through that type of content, capitalize upon the recent performance of YGO content, I could lessen the financial burden by giving myself another revenue stream. Make it back over time. First did well, thought I'd build up from there, but each successive video did worse. I saw it as a pointless endeavor and stopped after I finished what I had. Sparky honestly hit harder. He was fine 1 minute, nothing wrong, happy as Larry running around, bit of aches and pains, but he was 11 at the time, expected. Next is in critical condition but acting like nothing's wrong. I'm rushing between different places every day, emotionally exhausted. Then he's not there. He's gone. Really sudden, no real warnings anything was coming up. Seeing his little face with him gone, his tongue out, it really hurt. I couldn't look at him like that and had to leave the room. I miss him just being there. He used to sit behind my back while I wrote these scripts. Warm up my back and himself. When I was really ill early this year, he kept an eye on me on his bed. I miss just the little things like dinner time and how because he was thin enough to get through the pet barrier, he always met me at the door when I came home. I'm still looking for him in his usual spaces, and some things that get me thinking about him, like writing this in all honesty, gets me pretty emotional. I got him when he was 3 as a rescue, so I had 9 years all up with him. As for content, I simply don't feel like it and find it very hard to justify buying games just to check them out. Printing is of course an option, but I simply don't have it in me. You might not think it, but the channel does take a lot more time out of my life than you'd expect, and I'd rather spend that energy on things I deem constructive and fun, things I have genuine interest or interests in doing, rather than making it a job with no benefits. That's partially why I ended last year by moving to fortnightly content rather than weekly. I was trying to give myself more time and the chance to recharge. It's not like I didn't start the year with plans for content. I had 2 videos I wanted to do about 2 specific Decipher games, one in particular, .hack Enemy, that I've been curious about since we didn't get it here back in the day. I would have liked to have covered Battle Spirits with a review too, but I'm finding it hard to have the will to get everything together for the Decipher games, and with how finances are, I can't justify buying cards for review purposes. If I get the will back to do more than just Hyperduke and stuff, it'd probably be Marvel Champions. A friend has been introducing it to me and I've quite liked what I've played so far. Anyway, that's what's been going on behind the scenes here. Till next time friends, this has been Some Gamer Dude and thanks for watching.